At the heart of this year's forum, engineers, entrepreneurs, and policymakers are forging partnerships to push African innovators beyond prototypes. The goal is clear: turning homegrown ideas into competitive products that can thrive under the African Continental Free Trade Area.
We are not just gathering to look at them. It's a place to buy and sell ideas, to expand, to exchange these ideas. It's also a place for us to share ideas on product development. It's also a space for us to share ideas in the market and expanding and connecting our African markets to the value-added products coming out of engineering. And we believe that during this time, we are going to generate real business connections.
Our expectation is that Africans have to be at the steering of the development of Africa itself. And that is why, since we started this program in 2014, the nature, the participation, the outcome of the program is getting higher and higher.
From flight simulators reducing training costs and risks to youth prototypes tackling security and mobility, Ugandan innovators are proving that local talent can design world-class solutions. What they need now, they say, is support to scale their ideas from workshops into industries to serve Africa and beyond.
We can advance the talent of those who are interested in flying through simulation. Once we have this set of equipment in every ATO or in every school, then we shall be at a level of importing or exporting pilots like South Africa is doing, or like Nigeria is doing, or like Ethiopia is doing. We can reach there. Of course, there are a lot of challenges. When something new really comes in, then understanding it. When someone fails to understand something, they tend to hate it. Okay? So that has also been a challenge. We've not been welcomed with open hands.
As Africa looks into the future, each breakthrough is more than just an innovation. It's a step towards self-reliancy, competitiveness, and an industrial future.
Innovations in engineering have been exhibited as the 11th UNESCO Africa Engineering Conference opened. The Wama Aero Innovations, the first simulation company in Uganda, displayed high-fidelity and modular simulators for both pilots and instructors, focusing on improving aviation training and hands-on learning experiences.
Flight simulators are actual replica of aircraft that enhance flight training, that ease the whole process of flight training. Flight training is very expensive, and it's very hard to groom a pilot, because the costs are very, very, very high. Now, how do we cut the cost of flight training? Through simulation. Because when you sit up here, you get the basics, you get the procedures, you get the checks, and at the end of the day, you have muscle memory.
Innovation flight training devices and ATC-related simulations were an innovation by Mukasa Ivan Muwolia in 2023. Muwolia attended a pilot school in South Africa and later established Wama Aero Innovations.
I think that aviation has been mythical, not only to Ugandans here, but even abroad. It's something that has been kept in the dark, all right? Thanks to the simulation world that came up, or the simulation technology. Now you can also sit with me here in a cockpit.
Investment in aviation-related innovations is one of the expensive ventures that requires government support.
These ATOs, or accredited or training organizations, or you call flight schools, don't own these aircraft. They lease them on basis, okay? And it's upon you, the end user, to pay the lease fee. So you got to pay the guy who owns that aircraft.
The president of World Federation of Engineering Associations, Engineer Mustafa B. Shehu, says inadequate funding by African governments is a big challenge facing innovators in Africa.
Because it's one thing to innovate something. It's another thing for the government to believe in us to believe in the prototype and also to support the manufacturing. And once we support the products of any African innovator or entrepreneur, we should make a deliberate policy to make sure that...
During a media briefing, the Minister for Science, Technology and Innovation, Dr. Monica Musenero, told the media ahead of UNESCO Africa Engineering Week and the 9th African Conference at Speak Resort Munyonyo that the forum will improve strides in innovation in Africa.
We are going to have a lot of interaction during these days of the forum. We will have fireside discussions with different thought leaders, with different technical leaders, with different market leaders, with the aim of connecting our competencies and skills and values.
The conference is on the theme, leveraging engineering innovations and technology to accelerate Africa's socio-economic transformation. Joan N. Murungi, Philip Aguta for UBC News.